What's up, everyone? My name is Phantom Eye Patch, and yes, look it, I got a freaking snowball microphone. I'm still using it out, so I'm not sure how this audio is going to sound completely. I did give it a little test run, and it does sound a bit better than the other. This setup right here, it's not going to last forever, but for now, I'm not sure if it's... I hope this isn't, like, clipping the microphone. I hope not. I'll have to check it. But as long as I don't shout, I think I should be fine. It's pretty good. I'm really glad it came a day early. But yeah, so you probably noticed from my last video that it is, that I had a, sorry, I was just thinking of something, but I had a daily vlog. That's the title of these vlogs now, just daily vlog. I know it's kind of like just a title, it's not that big of a deal, but to me it is. So, moving on, today was Monday, so I finally had school. Oh, God. I wish I had, like, weekends more, because, man, school sucks. But either way, I'm glad this came. So I was having a talk with, like, my parents, and they were kind of wondering about this channel, because I hadn't really, like, told them a lot. But, you know, I think I convinced them to do it. I mean, I already got this, so what else am I going to use it for, right? So I guess to start off, we should probably start off with the beginning of my day. So, beginning of my day was pretty normal. I had to actually walk to the bus stop this morning. It's really interesting for me personally because, I'm sorry. I had either way. I've been in like crutches and a cast for past like 9 weeks. So this is like the first time going to the bus. So I got on the bus and I went to school, and so then I went to hang out with my friends in one of the computer labs. We have like 2 computer labs in my school, so none of them are better than the other. They're like pretty much the same, but we went in there, we were all working, so that was interesting. They were just, playing that. They were reading poetry because we had poetry stuff. I'll get to that later though. So, and I looked really weird like that. I was like staring. I can see myself, and I keep staring at myself. I'm really sorry about that. So, okay. This thing is still, I'm still new to it, but either way. So moving on. So we went into first block. I have like human geography first block, and human geography is like, it's a really hard class. It's like meant to be like up to like really really hard class for, especially for freshmen. So I'm not like looking forward to that. Well, I've been doing it for like a couple of months, and I don't like it. And we had to do study for a test later in the afternoon. But once again, that's another thing I'll get to later. So while we were in class, I was really hyper, and I had a craving for hot dogs. I have no idea why hot dogs, but whatever. One thing I actually forgot to do before I started this video, but the video's been going on for a while, so I'm not going to do that. But I have not seen if I've gotten any comments or reviews on it. I probably haven't, but I'll make sure to check it right after this video is done recording. I'll upload it later in the night, because the internet's being used at my house right now, so I'll like upload it at night. So last night I had to like go to bed at 10 because we have like a new curfew, and I was up here actually uploading my last video, so it got uploaded a bit later than usual, but well, like later than I would have wanted to. Not usual. First video went up like super early in the morning. Go away. Remind me in 1 hour. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just like a little reminder, like, you need an update. Well, I don't want one. So, I do actually need one for this camera, but once I get this camera upgraded, I think I'll be able to do a lot cooler stuff. I'm just so glad this came. We're actually getting farther now, and I'm glad it hooked up. I had like trouble getting the audio, because in the settings bar it was like, do you want to record audio? I'm like, yes, and it didn't have an option for this, so I turned the audio off, did a test run that, so yeah, no audio. So I turned it back on, then it had the option for this to record. So I was really glad. This is really easy to record with. I was thinking like maybe for my birthday I can get like a better setup, like a better PC than this, but PCs are freaking pricey, so maybe not. We'll see about that. But to continue with my story about my day, in class we got Mentos, and we got to learn about some weird stuff in class. They like in Denmark and Singapore, they want like people to have more babies, and so they put out these really weird propaganda commercials. For those of you who don't know what propaganda is it's like the I know what it is. It's the like spread of information like publicly. It's like they make posters, videos, all that stuff, trying to promote a certain topic. So they had some really messed up commercials. One was about Mentos, and man, it was weird. They wanted babies, and you can guess where I'm going with this. But so we got Mentos too. Like, didn't really taste that great. I guess Mentos don't taste as good as I thought. I had fruit, and then mint. Also, the mint stuck to my teeth, and the fruit did not taste that great. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling now, and I'm on a limited time. Yes, that's right. So to move on, I'm still like looking at this amazed. The audio sounds way better. I compared it and I was like, does this really sound much better? I looked at my last video because it's recorded on here, and it like this sounds so much better. So you can see the light outside. It's still like after school, like an hour after school. I came home like a few minutes ago. I had to set this up. Didn't take that long, luckily. So to continue, then went to algebra class, and algebra was I actually fell asleep. I know it's like, dude, you really falling asleep in class? We were learning actually easy stuff, and I got most of my homework done in class, which I'm really glad, because that means I don't have to do much homework at home. I don't like homework, as pretty much anyone who does school is. So then I went to foods class. Yes, I have foods class at my school, and we had to do a lot of information, and then we had to cut up like eggplant and squash and carrots, and then we had to like cook that, and I was stuck on dishwashing duty, and she was looking over at me and some other people and was like, you guys aren't doing anything, and that's not how she talks, but in my head that's how she does. It's just really annoying and high-pitched. It's like, you're not doing anything, 0, 0, 0, and I'm like, there's not enough room to go over to you. They're like crowded around one table, everybody's there with knives, so I'm like, I don't want to be chopping stuff next to people who are all crowded around. It's like, that was a weird noise. And I'm just like, no, I'll just stay over here. I'm sorry about this. I'm still getting used to it, as I said. But, so I had to wash dishes, so, like, 100 knives. Like, one of my classmates came over, and she's like, look, get out of the way. And I'm like, crap. So luckily I didn't like cut myself, but I did cut myself like when I was outside, because after lunch, which there's almost a fight at lunch. There's this guy picking on this other kid, and it's just no fights yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was one soon. Either way, so then I went to English class, and English class, well, we had to read our like poetry stuff, which I was gonna say. That's where I got this. I got really bored in class, so I dug a hole. I was trying to get a rock for like 20 minutes. Could not get it. It's still in the ground. That sucked. But I was digging around it so much and my hands were so numb I could barely feel anything. And then I like cut myself. I was like, dang. And so that kind of sucked. I didn't have to read my poet like sonnet. That's what it's called. It's a Shakespearean sonnet. Has iambic pentameter, which means just the stressed and unstressed syllables. 3 quatrains, which is like a quatrain is 4 lines, and then 1 couplet at the end of it, which is just 2 lines. And in the quatrains, I know I'm explaining poetry, I know it's kind of boring. I don't like it personally, but it's basically just the rhyme scheme is A B A, which means that like the end of the first line could rhyme. Like if the end of the first line was time, and then the end of the second line would be cat, and the third line will be lime. You can tell I'm not good at poetry. The last one would be lime, and then the last one would be like hat. So yeah, I know it's kind of hard to explain, and I'm really hoping this is picking up my audio audio nicely. It might not be, and it might sound a little crappy. Like I said, I'm still getting used to it. So yeah, a lot of people went, so only like 3 people left. We were outside, and it was a bit cold out. Like I said, I live in Vermont, so it gets chilly up here, kinda. I mean, I'm used to it, but either way, moving on. So we come back inside, and at the end of the day, because today's like we had this thing at the end of school for like half an hour before school ends. We have short classes throughout the day. It's like 3 times a week, and so half an hour before we leave school, we go to these classes, and usually I have to go to this one teacher's class, my human geography class, because I do not do well in taking their tests. I did good on the last few, but she did not like bump my grade up by that many points, which really bugs me. It's like, I worked really hard on this, and I aced them, and I'm not getting very high on... Sorry. I was just, like, shaking my head, like, bad choice of words. But either way, I'm not, like, getting that high of points. Like, I wanted my grade to go from, like, a C to, like, maybe a B- or something like that. Now, just went up by like 3 points, which brought me to a C+, but I don't really care about a C+. I wanted like a B- because I worked really hard. And whenever I fail one of those tests or quizzes, I go down. And the reason I fail them is because she gives us like a big piece of paper, and she's like, you need to study all these definitions. So I study all the definitions, and then she's like, okay, now you need to explain these things that branch off from this. It's like, you told me to study definitions. Well, I expected you to, go into more detail. And so I'm like, really? It takes me a week to do this, and I have other classes to worry about. Going on like another rant. I'm sorry about the lighting, by the way. I'm gonna have to fix that, but it's gonna take a while, guys. So yeah. I'm looking at the time. I still got a few more minutes. And so instead of going to my like class, like I usually go to human geography class, but when I'm not scheduled up there, I can go to like a science teacher's room. I don't have them this year. Well, I have them this year, just not this semester. And so I just went in there, and you can like do stuff on the computer. I got called over, so I had to go over there, and she had me study with 3 other people. And I'm grabbing my phone, by the way. Like 3 other, no, not 3. I can't do math. 2 other people, which made 3 of us, and we were working on. I'm really sorry, guys. That's like nasty, like burping. But so we had to work on that. We had to make. I'm gonna show you in like 5 seconds. Yeah, turn. Nope. Either way. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a web of stuff. And yes, it's a pineapple in the center. Girl in the group wrote that. But this is on population unit, and she like really like the failing people in the classes. I'm not failing the class. Some of the like the 2 others are, but like they just wanted me to do it because I'm like studying and just not doing well on it at all. So, yeah, for recording devices, God, that was nasty. Like, I was thinking, like, never mind, actually. I'm sorry, guys. I'm, like, rambling. I can't think of what I want to say, and I'm running out of time. So, either way, and then I had to, worst part of the day, so, I've been picked up and dropped off at school. So, when it came to getting on the bus later, I didn't know which bus to go on. So, left with no buses, and I was like, crap, I need a ride. And so then I see my bus come by after I've already asked for a ride. So I have to sit there for an extra 10 minutes waiting for my dad to come to school and pick me up because, I've been in, school all day. So I might think of recording that thing. So, yeah, I know which one to take tomorrow. But I might be thinking of recording a game possibly tonight with this. At least you can get good audio, because I was really worried about the audio because I'd be like sounding from the back. So you might get that depending on the video quality. I'm still not sure, but you still get this video vlog, so my daily vlog. I'm not sure what the title is, but so either way. as usual, I'm going to end this, and I'm trying to get the outro right, but I'm not doing so great on it. But either way, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked anything or you want to give any tips or have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to read it. So, yeah, I don't have much planned for the rest of today. I'm just going to do homework and upload this video, maybe record stuff. But to continue, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.